What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me, please. Just let me know once you can hear me. Just put it on the chat, and then I'll go ahead. I'll start the stream off. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Maybe even good evening for some of you guys. Maybe even good evening. I'll get started once you guys let me know if yeah, you can hear me. Perfect. I'm glad you can hear me. Perfect. Okay, let's get started then. So essentially in this stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark a couple of reviews from last week. Just go over a couple of trades with BMGL being one of the trades that I do quickly run over. Then I also go over some potential stocks into next week. That doesn't mean they will 100% run, but these are stocks that could potentially make a move. And I will also go over some large cap stocks and any suggestions you guys have. So anything you guys want to go over or you want me to check, just please do let me know. But I'm going to start off by explaining the game plan to you guys, how you should trade. So when you start with the trading, I want you guys to make notes on your, it could be on your Word document, it could be on a normal document on your phone notes page, or you could even handwrite any journal updates. And what you're going to do is you are going to just title it discipline, or I am going to make sure I don't overtrade or something like that. So you're going to take a maximum of 2 to 3 trades per day. You're going to take only A+ setups, and I'll give you an example of an A+ setup, right? BMGL was our main runner last on Friday. Friday I didn't trade, but I did see the stock running a considerable amount. So an A+ setup could be this, for example. This play runs, and then we have, let's just mark our levels, right, to make it easy for you, because this was an insane runner last week. I don't know how many of you guys play this. Did any of you guys play BMGL? So I'm just going to explain to you a setup that you could have potentially played on this. So let's say, for example, you were looking at this to play this into open, and let's see, this got this level here as well. You missed the initial entry, you couldn't get into open, it broke out. You don't chase this play, right? You don't want to chase this play regardless. Okay, let's say you chase it and it goes up, fair enough, you might have banked. But more often than not, what happens is when you chase, a play rejects and it pulls back 15%, 20%, which would cause panic, unnecessary panic, and a lot more hassle for you to actually make money out of it. Instead, what you do is you mark the high of that level, previous level, which is this, which is a pre-market level, pre-market high. Now you see it breaks out of that pre-market high. We end up in 2.14. You don't enter. You wait for a pullback, a strategic pullback into sport. And you see here we hold and we move into sport. And then an entry could be, I don't know, for example, you see a wedge going from here to here, a downtrend or whatever. You see this, it starts to go the back of a downtrend. Unfortunately, in that scenario, it'll be below VWAP. So what you could do is you could go and be like, okay, let it close above VWAP. It closes above VWAP. You can use a strategy we use in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you know CSS, and you can wait for a break of the previous candle, enter, and just risk under this low. It would have been slightly more risky, but that is a setup you could have taken instead of chasing the play. Another way you could have entered is just on this break. So it broke out and then gave another pullback. You got a nice hammer candle here, or a long that's doji, but more of a bullish one because the price got soaked up. And again, you want to look out for low volume pullbacks. Here we had a low volume pullback, and here we had a low volume pullback, suggesting sellers are not powerful enough to take the stock down. So as you can see here, you could just simple downtrend, just mark, close it back above. What's your risk? You want to look at your risk factor. It would have been 10% risk, something like this. You'd go half size, and you'd aim for 10% plus. But yeah, something like this is that you could have played a couple of times on Friday, 3 times, 4 times maybe, throughout pre-market, intraday. A really good play. But this is what I'm talking about, making a plan, play these type of setups. Don't rush into setups, right? You want to become a robot. I always say this in the group. Robot. But yeah, let's just go over potential plays into next week. Okay, if you guys have any suggestions, you could let me know. I'm more than happy to look over any stocks. As long as they're not pump and dumps, low pump and dumps, which you see from other people that are trying to pump stocks. And I'll just go over anything you want me to go over. Let's start with BMGL actually. Can this make a multi-day run? Yes. The reason why I say it is because of how clean the chart is, right? So look at the daily chart, there's not a lot of resistance. I'd say 5. If we can get back over this level here, this 5.7 level, and we want something like this, right? So if it holds this level, maybe this is a play into pre-market next week, tomorrow, sorry, and here, and we pull back here and we hold this level, then you can look for entries around here. This is your entry level, right, on this pullback. Not here yet, this probably will run. You want this above you up, so it will be above you up then. For me, a setup will be above 5.7. So you guys can keep an eye on BMGL. You're more than welcome to. FAAS, I've kind of put this on my watch list. It's a bit of a weird runner, right? But I thought, you know what, let's just keep this on my watch. It's been having nice spikes. We've broken above a daily level. So there might be something to keep an eye on a play like FAAS. I also want to see the background behind FAAS and why it's running. Is there anything that I'm spotting or to... Yeah, I don't see any like news behind it. There might be, but I'm not seeing much. But I think it's being hyped on the SBT, etc. So it might be, I don't know, like a theme play or something. But it is something to keep an eye on. I'll keep an eye on it back of 1.5, or you can just keep it and watch to see if it runs and look for an entry. It does seem to be more of a stagnant play where there's so many wicks. Look, it's up and down, short, long. So I would be a bit careful, just in case there's a pump and dump. So I'm not sure if people are pumping it online. So if you do see other people pumping it potentially and telling you, oh, do this, do that, then maybe avoid. But if it's a play with strong volume, i.e. BMGL could be used as a good example, then yeah. So I figured 5.7 for BMGL, right? Reason why I figured this out is, now what you want to look for is you look for previous areas where price broke below. So this is an area we held, and you look here 5%, we held this area, right? So we broke out, so this is where they broke out, which is for $4. So this could be an area as well. Now as we broke out, we're looking for areas where price is starting to maintain or hold, but then it fails to hold and it retests. So how you know this area is a strong level is up, it holds 1, 2, even 3 times, you say, right? And it tries again, it breaks down. What gives us confirmation is that retest here. Look, just there, it retested, just there. Here, retested here. So that gave me a confirmation. Essentially, resistance, support become resistance. So that's why I use that level as a pivot into next week. So I would keep an eye on that level. Let me go with BBAI for you. BBAI AI. It's a solid AI play from what I'm seeing. To be honest with you, it doesn't seem like a bad swing. But if you do swing play like this or is that ascending, if you swing this, you need to keep a stop loss, keep a 10% stop loss. If you like it, swing, keep a 10% stop. It seems solid. The only thing I had an issue with swinging, I'm going to stop swinging a couple of plays now. Reason being is Trump's market is just too volatile for me. Plays take such big upswings and downswings, so it's hard to actually swing a play with a stop loss. As crazy as it sounds, I feel like you guys gotta, what you gotta do in this market, Trump market, is you gotta enter growth stocks, i.e. something like TSLA, Tesla. You're pulling back now. I don't know, if you've got 3 levels of entries, you want to take an entry around 330s, 340s. Maybe you should take a start position here. If it pulls back more, 330. If it pulls back more, 294 will be another entry level. And then worst comes to worst, 225. Work out the math behind it. Manage your risk under 200-ish. That's how you want to enter these top plays. BCTX. Let me go with BCTX. BCTX, is you on my watch list? No, it's not my watch list, but let's go over it for you. So BCTX daily looks pretty decent. It's bounced off this low. So what I'm going to look at now is a 4-hour level to see, okay. So with this, you keep an eye on it back over maybe 3.78, 3.8 for a potential push. I'd like a lot more volume on this. So let's see what happens. Just wait for a bit more volume push. It does seem a bit weird, but I'll keep an eye on it. Let me just see if there's anything behind it, if there's any pumpers or... How old is that looking? But there's a pump on a play, it's not a good thing 90% of the time. And it doesn't seem like it's being pumped, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It doesn't seem bad at all. Okay, now let's go another play. I'm looking at SPRO. SPRO was a runner last week. I look at the daily chart, the decent daily chart. We got a bit of a wick around this 3.2 level, just here. Then we got a gap fill towards... Yep, around there. Now we can go over this. We look at the 30-minute chart, and this is the 30-minute chart, right? It's been a bit of a weird run in that sense. What I mean is, there's a lot of candles going up and down. So shorts and it looks like shorts and longs are quite aggressive on this. But the 30-minute is trying to form a flag, a bullish flag, which is usually a good sign. If I had to say one thing, it looks bullish more than not. Let's go to the 4 hour. Even the 4 hour is holding previous resistance, becomes support. This level here, so it looks good. I will keep an eye on it above 2.9 personally. And he's saying why looking at it above these levels? Just for more confirmation. I prefer trading on confirmation. Just my style. You could trade it before. It's completely up to you. GITS. Let me go with this. With this one, I did see it yesterday, Friday. So I didn't trade Friday, but I did see one of these being one of the runners. I was going over the charts. With this, it seems like maybe, and I might be wrong, but maybe it made its move already. 3.2 over 3.2 could be a potential watch, or even back above 2.3. I'd keep an eye on it. Wait for a bit more volume before you consider this, because it might have just made its move. It might have made that move. Let's see what's the high on this. 3.2. So it made a move until here. 3.88. So it made a move until here-ish. So around this level, yeah. So yeah, I'll just wait for more volume on this. Back over 2.3, 2.5. I'd even say 2.5 to be a bit more safe. Yeah, 2.6 for this level. So let's see if there's anything else. IMNN is another one I'd keep an eye on. It has been steady. Last week, I thought it's going to be done. I thought this won't run anymore. But it made an inside candle here, which gave it a bit more of a pop. Daily 2.4, 4 hours. Let's see the 4 hour chart. So the 4 hour chart broke out as well. Let's quickly look. Another look at daily. Daily room to 3.65 from what I'm seeing here. So I would keep all this on a big watch. Let's see. I can't see any more daily candles anymore. There's not much more on the daily, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's not much more. So this can clear levels very fast. I'll keep an eye on this one for sure. IMNN. So keep this on your watch list, guys. Let's see what happens with this. This is on my watch list, so 5 minutes chart. Yeah, it's not bad. I quite like this. IMNN. So yeah, this would be my watch list. I want to see if there's anything behind it, any news or anything pushing this to give me extra confidence. IMNN. Yeah, I think it's just people penny pumps and stuff. So yeah, just keep an eye on it with the volume, in my opinion. Don't just enter and hope for $100 or something, you know. Just trade the chart. If you want to hold runners, etc. BNAI is another one I kept keeping an eye on. I'm keeping an eye on. I'm not 100% on it. It's not like my top AA plus. With these type of plays, they do pop and drop quite a bit, especially this one here. Look, pops, drops, drops. Popped here, dropped. Popped here, dropped. So maybe because it ran after hours. I'd keep an eye on it. Back over 0.55 pre-market. But other than that, I wouldn't really touch. Maybe you could play this trend line on it here. Wait for a close above. Take a chance. Play lots and risk under this. So yeah, it could be a potential tick. I wouldn't say it's A plus on my radar, but it looks decent. IMCC is another one I'm watching. I saw this on Webull like what Friday. Yeah, I saw it on Friday. I was like, okay, let me look at a couple of tickers and just add them to my watch into next week, and this was one of them. So I just want to look at the level. We broke majority of levels until I moved towards 19. It reminds me of a couple of plays that I have been running aggressively. I think Pony was one of them. I'll look at that next. But I would keep an eye on this back over 11-ish, 11.5 to see what move it makes. I do like this play. I want to see if there's like a weed play, seems like. So weed tickers do look ahead. I want to do this. Change. There's some delisting. I don't know what this is. Let's continue to trade on Nasdaq. We gave it its pop. Okay, it's nice. I like it. What's Pony doing? Look at Pony. Pony. Pony's looking decent. Back over 21. I'll keep an eye on this as well. There's some decent plays. CAPT is another one. A bit of a weird play because it hasn't had an aggressive amount of volume, so it hasn't really ran. And it hasn't been ran for long. Like it's just moving up on low volume. If this does gain some volume, then I would keep an eye on this. But for now, I'm just chilling and looking to see what it does, because I have found quite some interest on this. It's been running, maybe move towards 1.9 is possible. It has a wick there, which you might fill. So yeah, I would keep an eye on this. I'll keep an eye on this. BSLK, trying to see with this if there's anything that I could really consider. Let me look at the daily chart on this. Maybe 4.6. It had that drop. I don't know why it dropped. Trying to see 418. It's not bad. I'll keep an eye on it back over 3.7 maybe. I'll watch over 3.7 to see if it gives us a nice move or anything. Maybe if it does give us a nice move, we could look for entries. But yeah, I'd keep an eye on it back over 3.7. Another one I'm watching is CLP. I think this had some sort of news with Trump Jr. So it could be something that we keep on the radar, keep on watch for another move to the upside. But these are kind of the tickers I'm watching. Of course, this doesn't mean I'm going to enter these tickers. All it means is on my watch list. Maybe I trade them if it gains some volume. All these tickers go tomorrow. I could be like, okay, they're not running. There's no volume. I'm going to remove all these tickers. So that's what I do quite a bit. Sometimes I'll just do it. I'll just be like, okay, these tickers are not running. Let me just... So I'll wait for key levels before I even consider the entries. I don't rush in. If you guys have any tickers you want me to go over, again, now is your chance to do so. So just let me know. I'll quickly go over a couple, quickly go over the industry spies. In the meantime, you could just give me some tickers you want me to go over. So you got the spies weekly chart. So with SPY, it's a key level in my opinion here, because we're about to make a leg towards the upside, all-time highs, which is a big thing essentially for the Trump's market. Make those all-time highs and maybe this market start to thrive. I feel like small caps will continue to thrive, so we will get plenty of opportunities to make money. So these are my two levels on SPY. 595 above this, IMO, we're going to hit 611, we'll go all-time highs. Below this, we go back to 570, if not 550. So I'll keep an eye on these two levels on SPY. If you guys do trade SPY, I'll try to see a setup in next week. Yeah, it's going to be a bit more aggressive to play. I feel like we are 50-50 impasse. I think we're more likely to go up. That's what this candle suggests. If you could open back over 590 tomorrow, I'd say you could possibly make a move towards 595. Minimum break above 600 plus. So I'd keep an eye on this for sure. Tesla's another one. Again, I said, if you like Tesla long term, you could slowly add shares into this and just go long term. Maybe a year from now. Surely it's a no-brainer. That's what I'm thinking, because Trump, Elon got a good relationship. Elon is he's an innovative man, so he's always innovating. He's got, with him, he's a genius, right? So surely it being his stock, that's the logic I have behind it. Of course, it could be wrong. Try and look at a couple more large caps. SMCI, nothing really. The large cap market is a bit of a mess, because only stocks that are doing decent are the growth stocks. Really good. HIMS is a decent one as well. This one already running PLTR. PLTR is looking all time highs. But yeah, I just keep an eye on the small caps one now though. I feel like small caps are more on fire. BNF, what's BNF doing? BNF. I'm keeping an eye on this level and this level. It seems like these are two good levels. 5 minute chart, 30 minute chart. I wait for more volume. It looks like there was a pump and dump from what I'm seeing. It looks like someone bought these shares here. Look here, 70,000, 36,000. They told followers they're buying. The followers go in here, they push the price up. It dumped, and they bag orders. That's from what I'm seeing. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna see online if I'm right. Might be wrong, but normally this is a sign of a pump and dump. It could be in a Discord or whatever. See, let's see. Yeah, it seems like a pump and dump from what I'm seeing online. A lot of people were trying to push this up. Okay, interesting. But yeah, I'd be careful then. I'd be careful. I'd wait. If you were to trade your way back over 0.55, but you don't want this pattern, do you? You want more of a consistent pattern. You don't want up, down. You want to slowly pull back. That's when it'll be a lot better, a lot easier for you to trade. I'm just trying to see if there's any other small caps I've missed. Just give me a quick second. Let me go on my Webull 5 day. If there is anything I missed, if there is, guys, make sure you hit the like button on the video on YouTube, please. Hit that goddamn like button. It takes you 1 second. Don't be lazy. don't be lazy. Just hit that like button, man. How dare you see if there's anything else. SBET is insane. I just wanted to quickly go over SBET, right? I think this is one of the stocks of the year for me so far. But look at that. It essentially ran from. Look at the daily. Let's look at the weekly chart, right? I think it gives a bit more of a better outlook. It is up, wow, 1,000%. And let me look at the monthly. It might, yeah, incorporate the entire content. 2,200% from what I'm seeing. Wow. 15-minute chart. Quite crazy. For me, the stock of the year so far has been RGC. RGC is insane. Look at this. $950. I'm gonna check my percentage increase now. Because basically, I left 3-4 shares, I think, on this accidentally. After either 3 shares or 2 shares, I don't know. So, but yeah, it seems like it worked out. Look at this. What the hell? 1 month. Here's up. Let's see. 1,300%. Another thing. So from $3 all the way to $9.50. That's insane. That's insanity. That's actually insanity. Bull, right? With bull is such a weird frame. I don't know, man. If it holds 9.4, okay, so if you get a hammer candle here, if you get a hammer candle long above 12.2, and just have a stop loss until 11.5, have a stop loss there. 7% stop, aim for 13 plus. That's how you want to trade it. And then you want to be careful with the stop, because there's so much people are saying, oh, $100, $200. There's a lot of bag holders on this now. If there's too much hype on a play, if you see too much hype on a play, avoid the play. You want to go for plays that have less hype, that are unexpected, right? Plays that are unexpected will run. Reason why they run is because people chase into these plays. Plays that are not unexpected, everyone's already in. So it won't run as much as you think. So think about it. So yeah, that's just one of the examples for you. Let me see if there's anything else. The ASST. I'll keep an eye on this for 1 second. Nothing major, unless maybe back over, because this has been running multi-day over 10. That's the only way I'd look at this again. Just trying to see if there's anything else, guys. Give me a second. LVWR. Ooh, LVWR is another one. LVWR. To watch list, the daily chart quickly. This has been running in a mysterious way. $5. I'll keep an eye on this over 5.2. I don't mean that. Yeah. If you are to keep an eye on this, just keep an eye on 5.14. Simple. Just make it simple for yourself. Keep it on the watch. It's very simple trading. I'm trying to see MGL, WR, SPRO. How many of you guys are from America, by the way, or UK? Is anyone from the UK on this? I feel like a lot of people in America are sleeping right now. 90% of them are asleep. So I'm quite impressed. Still got 21 people. It's not bad for this time, because it's 7 a.m. in America. New York, 7:20 a.m. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. SGBX, ASPP. I don't see much more. Yeah. So I'm just trying to see. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. So what I'm thinking is, right, this week, guys. So I'm only trading 3 days this week. Only trading 3 days, right? Of course, we have a religious festival or religious commitments from Thursday onwards. But our approach is going to be, oh, you're from the US. Okay, you wake up early. Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, I'll check. Oh yes, Jose. That's my guy. Jose is my legend brother in Discord. He is my legendary brother. Oh, nice suggestion. I like this. I'll keep it on the watch list. It's nice. I like the sticker. It looks pretty decent. I'll keep an eye on this. We keep an eye on this on Discord. Don't worry. On 1.47, I'll keep an eye. I like it. Of course, it looks a bit weird, but I'll keep an eye on it. It is a bit volatile look. Those wicks. But if we get a breakout on this, I'll keep an eye for sure. Cheers for the suggestion, man. So again, into next week, guys, is make notes. Go into your journal. Get a journal. Let me show you my journal quickly, yeah? Let me show you guys my journal. Let me just show you my journal. Okay. Let me just show you guys quickly. Okay. So just so you guys that are not in Discord can see my... By the way, this is one of our best months in a long time. Just letting you know. Just giving you perspective here. So if you look from May, the month of May, I had a success rate of 95%, right? I journal all these trades. January, February, March. In the month of April, I think it was around. What was it in April? January, February, March, April, and May. Let me just look 1 second. Just give me a second. I'm doing all the journal updates. Okay. In April it was 80%, and this month it was 95% success rate in the Discord, which was alerts, everything. So let's go over it. So look, this is how I basically journal my trades. What I do is I mark when I enter and in the high. The reason why is just to see if I could get more out of the trade in the future. Then I start holding plays a bit longer. And from my stats, of course, they run at least 10%. Majority of the times 10, 10, 71, 12, 35. And you got a couple of 5s there, 9, 5, 100, 18, 56, 56, 11, 29, 18. My only 2 losses. My first loss was a 0.75% loss, which I cut because the play was breaking down. And my second loss was a 5.5% on a 50% size trade. So put that into perspective. Essentially no losses, if we're being real. 58%, 53%. But this last week was quite strong in terms of stocks. We had quite a few runners, so it made me quite happy. But look, this is my journal. So make a journal, and within that journal, make a plan. For example, let me just mark it from here. Right, you want to do this. I'll just give you an example here. This week's plan: 2 to 3 tickers max daily. So you don't want to trade any more than 2 to 3 tickers. Trading only above VWAP. Trading only between 9:45 ET until 11 ET. So you do something like this. So you can have a very professional outlook. Only A+ setups. So it just includes stuff like falling wedge, pull back into pre-macro high, A+ setups and low volume pullbacks, etc. So yeah, just keep it around the place. Of course, on X is in my opinion, is quite different. I don't take every trade I post on X. I'll just post for you guys to see, give plenty of setups. Discord is where it's the main A+ setups, professional trading. But yeah, it was a nice week last week. I'm hoping this week's the same. I'm only trading 3 days this week. But yeah. But again, yeah, thank you guys for joining the live. I appreciate it. I'm going to end the live here. Thank you guys for taking your time out on a Sunday. I know a lot of you guys are probably sleeping or busy with a few commitments. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll host another live maybe next week. Depends on the week after, because next week is religious commitments. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a great rest.